Okay, so I have to answer this question because it was probably my most asked question was, how are you feeling about dating? So many people ask me about like dating. To be completely honest with you guys, it's really just not something I feel comfortable sharing on the internet anytime soon. I don't know if ever again. I think I was way too open in the past, but I do want to tell you, this is the one story that I will tell you. Let's get into it. This is, to sum it all up, this is the story of this like mid 50-year-old man. He's like around 50 or something, 40 or 50-year-old man who asked me to go to a business meeting and then later said like he was really interested in me, really attracted to me, and said he like manifested me, all this weird shit, and he emailed me like 25 times. I emailed him responding like 3 times. This story kind of irritates me. All right, so one day I'm checking my email and I get, you know, a plethora of random emails. I'll get some brand emails, I'll get a lot of junk emails, and then I'll just get some inquiries from people that live in the Seattle area. This guy emailed me. We're gonna call him Doug. It's not his real name. Obviously, I'm not gonna expose him, even though he kind of deserves it, but we're just gonna call him Doug. So Doug emailed me and the tagline said, YouTube channel opportunity. He recently discovered my channel and talk about maybe developing a channel about entrepreneurs and successful startups. Can we meet for coffee to discuss? And then his little tagline thing says, founder and CEO of his business. And I was like, wow, he sounds really important. That's pretty crazy. And that's cool. I like business. I like entrepreneurship things, and I like making videos about other people. Like maybe he'd hire me to film some videos or something like that. So that's why I was like, okay, I'm gonna reply to this. I'll like see what's up with it, you know, like maybe this could go somewhere cool. I could film some cool videos and it could be a fulfilling project for me. Who knows? Or maybe I just won't be interested. I don't know. So I emailed him and said, yeah, I'd like to chat about it. And we threw around some dates. So we ended up meeting not at a coffee place, but at a co-working space. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I'm really comfortable with that. Obviously meeting with some man that I do not know. So that seems like a safe place to meet, which it totally is. And it was like this cool co-working space. And I show up and it's just him in this big room, just him. Founder and CEO, just him, which I thought was kind of weird. I was like, okay. Founder and CEO of what? Oh, I forgot to mention. So he had all these accolades, like some other Ivy League school or something like that. So the guy was like pretty smart. And when you see that, you're like, whoa, this person must be, and he had worked for other startups and they were all successful. And so he had this track record where I was like, wow, you know, this is really cool. This guy's probably really smart. Let's connect. Yeah, this could be really cool. So I get there and he starts telling me about his idea and I immediately kind of realized I don't think it's something that I was super interested in because he wants to make an online course. I don't know about you guys, I personally find online courses a lot of the time to be like a get rich quick scheme. It's just kind of douchey. It's like, I don't know. So he starts talking about that and then he starts talking about how like some of the curriculum in his online course would be about manifesting. But the second that I heard the word manifest, I was out. I was like, have a nice day, sir. No, I'm kidding. I am an awkward person and don't know how to deal with a situation when I know I didn't want to do something. So I was just like, oh yeah, that seems cool. I just listened to what he had to say. He was very passionate about what he had to say, but I just knew it wasn't something I could get behind. It wasn't something I wanted to put my name on. It was not something I wanted to help build. It just wasn't. But I was trying so hard to have like this positive outlook, like, oh, maybe I could help. And then I just left the meeting feeling like, no, this is not what I want to, no, this is not what I want to do. No. I will say this was kind of bad of me. I feel like I acted excited about his idea still because I feel awkward if someone's so excited about their idea. I don't want to be like to their face right then, like, I don't like that. I don't want to be a part of it. Like that, I feel so awkward, but I also feel bad. I feel like I was kind of leading him on in a way, being like, yeah, this is a really cool idea. Okay, I'll email you. Yeah, so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna be out of town for like 2 weeks, so I'll talk to you later, whatever. So I did, over the first week, I wasn't really checking my email a lot. You know, kind of like when people travel, they're like, hey, I'm traveling, slow to respond to email. I kind of let them know like I was gonna be traveling, but I didn't say I was gonna be slow to respond to email, so that was my bad. Okay, I am not perfect at replying to emails. I know I'm not the most perfect professional. Trust me, I know. I'm working on it. I didn't respond to him for like a week, which is rude. It's totally rude. I know that was bad of me, but can I tell you, over this week. He emailed me 10 times and I hadn't responded to any of them. That is when I started to like be actually very skeptical also about this whole CEO big business thing that he's saying he has, because like, why are you acting so desperate to get me on board for it? Don't you have other more important things to be doing than trying to hunt me down, and B, like other prospective people to be working with? And like, why are you emailing me 10 times? And some of the emails, they just got a little weird. The first 5 were pretty normal. They were just like, hey, like these are some next steps I'm thinking about. Hey, just following up. Hey. What are your thoughts on the project? Nah. But then like by the 6th email, he started letting me know how he used my Hotwire tip. Because no, RIP. RIP to that. None of us could use that right now, the Hotwire tip. But it's like my hack for getting hotels for cheaper. He like emailed me to let me know how he's going on spring break with his daughter. He's not gonna be able to talk. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And his emails like had emojis in them, which is just weird. Like not even I use emojis in email, and I'm more of a younger generation, totally not as professional as he should be. I don't know. And then he sent me an email with a photo of his daughter on the airplane going to Hawaii. And that's when I started to have a red flag of like, why are you, this is getting weird. Like, why are you showing me a photo of your daughter? This is kind of inappropriate. Like, I met with you one time for a business meeting and now you're like getting weirdly personal with me. So I thought that was weird, and my intuition was correct, because here's what happened next. So I finally decided, okay, I really need to reply to this guy. This is messed up of me. So I finally replied to him. I spent the last week taking a break and focusing on my sister's work and on email, which is true. I was focusing on Shelby's YouTube channel, not really my own stuff, but I should be focusing on my own stuff at the same time. But I said I was interested in meeting to hear more and see how we could potentially work together. But after some thought, I don't think it would be the right fit. I don't know a lot about you or your background or completely how your company works, and I don't feel comfortable jumping into creating content about something I'm not an expert on, which is that's just how I felt. That's pretty much what I said. He replied with this like long email again with some emojis talking about, you know, this online course model thing again. It's like, I should have told him like, I don't want to be a part of your, I don't know what to call it. Anyways, so yeah, he just basically wasn't taking no for an answer and was trying to still persuade me to be a part of it, which he to this day is still trying to do. I know you guys have all been waiting. This is where it gets to the good part. Then a couple days later after that, you know, I didn't really reply because, you know, I said what I had to say. I don't want to work together. I don't feel like I need to say anything more than that. He sent an email with the tagline saying, taking a minute to tell you something. And guys, it's decently long. As you can see, it's decently long. In it, he said, hey Monica, I am intrigued by you and I'd like to get to know you better. I want you to know how much I love and respect what you've done with your business. I've only watched a handful of videos, but it's clear you've been sharing blah, 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 like talking about how he said a lot of nice stuff, which like, thank you. It is really nice. Thanks. Like, I don't want to act like a total bitch and be like, oh my God, how dare this guy compliment me? But it was so uncalled for. It was so uncalled for. So just keep in mind, we just met for coffee strictly for a business meeting. That is all I was signing up for. I did not show any personal interest in like being his friend or his lover, for that matter. Okay, so at the end of the email it says, I contacted you for a business opportunity. Now that I've seen more of your work, I'm personally intrigued and I'd like to get to know you better. I think there's something special about both of us. We could be amazing together. We should get together. Meet me next Thursday at 12 p.m. for a hike. We can walk and talk and get to know each other more in a different setting to see if we have more of a personal connection. No. I love how he didn't even ask, would you like to go on a hike? It was just, meet me next Thursday for a hike. The whole, we could be amazing together, we should get together. It was a little too intense for me. And I was like, does this guy know I'm half his age? This made me feel just completely uncomfortable. I Googled this guy, and if I found the right person, he's 49 years old. I am 25 years old. And just look, I know there are age gap relationships out there. There are different things for different people, but I'm here to say I personally believe that a man twice my age asking me out is just inappropriate and makes me feel uncomfortable. When I met with him, I was like, oh, he seems like a dad. He just seems like a dad. And then I'm like, oh, dad's attracted to me. no. It was also so, like, I feel like it was weirdly uncalled for. Even if it were someone my age, if we just met one time for a business meeting and then all of a sudden I got an email being like, we could be amazing together, let's get together. No matter who you are, what age you are, how you look, anything, I'd be like, slow down, okay? You can't be that forward. It's not charming. I replied to that. I was like, this needs to not. And I said, I find this to be completely inappropriate and uncomfortable. I have no interest in getting to know you further on a business or personal level. I know it sounds kind of mean, but it was just the truth. Like, we met one time, I have my life, I don't want to be a part of it. Like, I'm good. I don't appreciate you completely twisting the reality of what this is. We met for one meeting. I'm not interested and never showed any interest in getting to know you on a personal level. I said, please stop contacting me, and for your own sake, don't ask a woman on a hike. It's super creepy. To be fair, it was like everything at this point that he emailed me, this was like mid-March, like everything's been shut down. So all you can do to go on a date, I guess, is a hike, but it just still sounds creepy. Okay, so he replied a couple times, being totally sensible and normal about everything, saying, good luck with everything. I just wanted to explore that if you were interested, whatever, just a quick little thing, totally sensible, until he became totally not sensible. He emailed me 3 times in one day, basically fixating over how I said it was creepy to go on a hike. He was just trying to be like, I'm not creepy, I swear, and like, he probably isn't creepy, but I felt creeped out. Whatever. Did I need to say I was creeped out? Probably not. I don't know. But he just felt the need to like declare himself not creepy, not what he meant by it, whatever. I really don't care. Just stop talking to me. He goes, after his this is his 4th email, and I hadn't replied to any of them, 4th email in the same day. You completely misread the situation and my intention. It's okay that you're not interested. No problem at all. Goodbye. And then guess what? He emailed me again. So like a 5th email. This was a long email. Here are some takeaways from it. He said, I'm an older, sincere, honest, and successful guy who had only honorable intentions. Honestly, to me that sounds like if you want to date someone half your age and you're older and successful, there are websites for that. But you have to like buy the girl's shoes. Like, get yourself a sugar baby. He goes, you don't know me, but if you did, you would realize how inappropriate your response was. Now you never will know me, and we will never learn how we could help each other. That's a shame, and it's mostly your loss. You completely burned a potential partnership, business opportunity to make a documentary, a friendship, or whatever. Now that your true character is revealed, I don't want anything to do with you, business or otherwise. You aren't mature enough to get involved within anyway. Like, obviously I'm not. I'm really glad he's coming to this conclusion. I'm not mature enough for him, because yes, I'm not, and I'm okay with that. Ugh, okay. But honestly, I'm glad it played out the way it did. I was so taken by you that this was obviously just a heartbreak waiting to happen for me. Please don't contact me again for any reason. Like, he just said, please don't contact me again for any reason after he emailed me 5 times in one day. But okay, sure. So, you know, I saw that last line, please don't contact me again for any reason, and I was just relieved by that. But he emailed me again. So he emailed me again the next day saying, hey Monica, I'm sorry I got annoyed and went on a bit of a rant over email. I was really taken by you because you have some of the qualities I'm looking for in a partner, blah, 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 something about having an ex-girlfriend. When I got into your videos, I saw those qualities in you and got a little excited. I thought I had manifested you and that maybe you were my girl. I'm just gonna say that again. I thought that I had manifested you and that maybe you were my girl. He was calling me immature. If anything, I think out of the whole situation, for this guy to make up these like fantasies about us being together and how we're meant to be together in your head, I feel like that's extremely immature. You did not manifest me. The YouTube algorithm showed you my video and you decided you liked me, which is nice. Since we weren't going to do a business deal, I figured taking you on a date was the only way to get to know you. I feel like, okay, maybe I'm crazy, but in that I feel like he admitted that I thought I had manifested you and that you were my girl. He had thought that after watching the videos. So since we aren't going to do a business deal, I figured taking you on a date was the only way to get to know you. It kind of of makes me feel like doing the business deal, like he was trying to get to know me through the business deal and try and turn that into more. Like, that's what I feel like he's saying, but maybe I'm crazy. That made me be like, okay, what? Like, this whole time you're just trying to get to me somehow? I didn't reply to it because I was like, he has emailed me like 7 times now and I haven't replied to any of them. If I do at this point reply to one, I don't want to get another 10 emails, okay? And then that was basically that. He's emailed me like 3 more times after that, like still trying to get me to be a part of his business. And yeah, that's basically just the story of this guy like inappropriately asking me on a date. I felt like it made me really uncomfortable. You know, I'm 25, like I'm a grown adult. It's not like some creepy level like a teenager where it's completely inappropriate, but it's still, I think, a problematic dynamic that I don't see myself wanting to be a part of. Like, I think a lot of times we see in society young, beautiful, I'm not calling myself beautiful, I think I'm very average, fine looking, whatever, but young, beautiful women being with rich, older men for their money, and I just know that's not what I want to do with my life. So that's my story, and that is the last time that I answer an email from someone that I don't know. That is it, guys. Thank you for watching my Q&A. Stay safe. Hopefully stay motivated, stay happy, stay positive, and stay home. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye.